We send a meeting to everybody. You did it. Okay.
Go click it and see if it works.
Click it. Wait, you sent it to. Oh, the original.
That's all three guys.
You for me? Did you for me?
Yep. Me too.
It is there.
Okay. Go inside again.
That's their own gender.
Testing the audio. Test. Hi, everybody.
He's been working on that for a while now.
Bless your heart.
I think it's good. I tested it a bunch, and then I went to do it, and of course now it's not
Of
working.
course. And then if the internet goes down around here, like.
Yeah, we're in trouble, yeah.
Where did she go?
You told her to go in.
Very cool,
That's
man.
Noah, me,
Okay.
Jess, Chrissy, and Randy.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's you right there?
Yeah, right there.
Oh.
That's my brother, and that's Jessica, Chrissy, and Randy.
Huh.
Randy's
Randy's the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the old bear.
I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Looks like,
Well, it's not a lot of the leaves yet, huh?
She looks a lot like it.
What's up, puppy?
You don't get 9 really go?
You get to play? You play with them?
Thank you.
Eat my tangy bungies, yeah.
I remember when he used to ride his bike up there. When he used to ride his bike up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I remember him on the bike.
It's so cold out here.
the shade, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
You got a little shirt, coat on. I got one for you.
Yeah, Randy made this for me, and she made one for herself too. And this one is, that one's Randy, this is Kristen, that's Jess, the one that just walked by a minute ago.
With the baby?
No,
Oh, she came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is Tasha, her,
Okay.
and that's Noah, my son.
Oh,
I know, I see her.
wow, and he got all these?
Yeah, those are all his challenge coins from
Very
all
cool.
his little endeavors.
Right. Was he a POW?
No,
Oh, okay. I was like,
the American Legions, they did a lot of stuff like that.
oh, got his.
It's like what, 12 years? He never shaved his beard.
How many?
12 years.
I'm
surprised you
I've
didn't
been here for a long time.
Wow.
Had it for like 20 years as far as I
You
know.
want to go to the cemetery. But Mark.
Very handsome guy.
Thank you.
I want a mask and I want to, I'm not in the pages, but I like it.
I'll tell him mine, hope he feels better.
You're right.
I remember when we did that back there too.
Man was sleeping and so he's like, I was outside and he wants me to come.
You know, just anybody
Well, I
goes.
can't text
You know,
you
if
because
they
my
go to the gym, you know,
Well, no,
they
but
see
you
what
want me to
it's like.
text her.
You can't see it. Gym.
Is he okay out there? Might actually be better than putting him anywhere.
Yeah, he's fine.
That's a good idea.
He's fine.
Probably wait until like 3 or 4, like maybe like 4 or 4.
Hi, Rick. Hi.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like anybody's on yet.
Oh.
Me neither. But they did.
If you want, I can log into YouTube, so you feel like you have some
I
ideas.
figured that they- yeah, we're close to our GP.
You are just so beautiful.
That's Kendra.
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 Do you have something warmer you want to drink?
That's a little cloud. We're all on cloud Kendra. Hello.
Is the dog for sale?
Big old fur ball in the middle, yep. No, he's not for sale.
Oh,
You-
dang it.
That one right there might have an issue with that.
That's her
It's a pretty
baby.
dog.
Right, thank you. Yeah, he's kind of annoying sometimes, so don't worry, you're not missing out. You should have seen him a few minutes ago. She'll figure it out. He's pretty good actually right now, huh?
That's what Derek said. He might be better leaving him out here than putting him in the house.
Totally, yeah. So if you were in the house right now, you'd be barking his head off. Can't be like left alone.
Right, she's moving out here, so I get to have
Stress
her.
free.
Yep, I get to watch her more now. I'm excited.
That's probably
a solid
call.
Right here.
That one house right over here, isn't it another cul-de-sac?
No, she's living with her aunt.
You're really fire everywhere.
Stella's gonna be so happy.
Yeah, now there's another girl in the neighborhood.
Right?
Bless your heart.
Can
Taking her in the yard.
you click to the close one better?
Are the other dogs intimidated?
That's my.
Oh, they don't care.
That's Ricky.
They've all kind of grown up together.
So they just have close friends.
Actually, he's the oldest.
She's like, we don't need them.
I did just fine.
Right? Exactly.
Till let me know. Then I'm all over it. I'm like, okay.
That's good though.
Yeah. Dogs age like twice
You know, the
as
girls
fast.
that were talking about that, they were like, you don't want none of them. I was like, I do. I just want a man to come with the next one.
Right? Not a boy. Right. I'm out.
Okay.
don't know.
No, yeah.
Show
I
up.
don't think, I think we're just speaking right here. Right there, so that. Everybody who's not here can watch it virtually. So just, yeah, right there, they're gonna be recorded.
It's like 98
Well,
degrees.
you gotta get a dirt right there. You're
Yeah.
not in there, so where the camera is, right here.
Just lay it down.
Where are the things like your shirt?
Well, the only reason why I'm wearing this is
Nobody's up yet. Nobody's viewing yet.
It said 9 a minute
So are
ago.
those the only ones that are coming from the group?
It said 9.
Yeah.
I tried to figure out who it was.
Yeah, the
Oh, no, it's not
camera's set
showing.
up right here.
Yeah, it looks like 5 people are watching.
I tried to do.
Can everybody hear okay? You can give a comment if it doesn't sound nice.
She's on there, she's happy.
No, it says 6:35. You click on it.
Well, I'm clicking it. They must not be logged in or something.
Maybe it's me. Maybe it's 6:20. 7. See, it's cheating. It was 9.
They can hear you. It's a pretty sensitive mic.
Just to tell your friend.
It's like my grandfather, my father, the first that
Yeah.
my uncle.
You've asked me like that like 20 times.
Yeah. He doesn't even know that it's happening.
Yeah.
I decided not to spend enough on it anymore. So I'm just saving that for next year.
At work.
It's okay. Yeah, I think we spent enough on it.
Your dad.
I think I have.
What?
Do I know what's hilarious?
Hey, bud.
Yeah.
Oh, I love to see a picture of that.
He says, last year.
To irritate someone else.
It's so great.
That was
When we went to her mother's.
Yeah.
The beard was him.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's how I know it's him.
Actually, that's all.
It's not even tell, like, without the beard, it's such a
Was it made up like that?
Totally different.
And I'm like, look at all
Yeah.
these.
Ties been growing into
I walked up to the DeLorean and went,
But now I can get away with that.
Now it doesn't matter. Well, anyway.
He's like, I sat in a meeting the other day with my last gun the whole time, just because I was like,
Well,
I'm gonna get in
I'll
trouble. Yeah. He's like, it's not like they can tell him to take some of his guns. And
Mom, we're going up to the Walmart tonight or tomorrow.
His sister's dog.
Okay, the dog's there. He mentioned,
Yeah.
you're so beautiful.
I have a white.
They just
Not that one morning. Like next Thursday morning.
Okay.
So basically, starting Saturday morning.
Okay. Oh, that's it. And he knows
I
where
said, you
the
know,
stuff is.
very much like,
Give it to him and let
you know,
him
when I was
see.
over here.
Exactly.
I've seen that in the
He's like,
race.
they're gonna look for like one.
One.
They were just mentioning.
That's what Tyler said. He was like, we're gonna be gone for the whole season. I said, oh, you said season.
You guys.
That's okay, by the time I'm gonna come, you guys are going away to the mountains.
We're really going out.
For the rest of your life.
We're really going out.
Yeah.
I did a lot of
It's like, if I can't remember exactly what they said, I'll just make up stuff.
I'm a little bit younger than a friend of his. I would always come over. I always want to stay with stuff. So I got to the point where I was like, okay, from now on, I'll call you and let you know what's going on. Call me and let me know what's going on. Because between the two of them, conversation never ever turned out correct. It was like so far fetched. No one could
Yeah, people are being abducted and.
Yeah, I know. You know what? Maybe we.
Let me know.
I think it's okay for now. It's just that area. It's not all
That's right.
It's not gonna reach the ground, huh?
I think we actually in that box, right?
That was cool.
There you go, I got that one.
Okay, guys.
I don't know.
We can put, what if we put like a, yeah, rock?
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, there's a rock on it.
Can you read my writing? Are you sure? Because it's terrible. Even though that was like the third draft. Yes.
Maybe you get a few more
There you
minutes
go,
and start.
yeah. That's probably.
Oh, my Aunt Sherry just said, hey, listen, sorry. Wanted to let you know we're able to get the YouTube services watching that.
Maybe I should just hold it. Hold this. My arm's not long enough for that I can see one. Sounds good.
Tundra's just in the middle
That
of the
one's
shot.
a little bit
scratching
blocked
his
from
bed.
the wall. So.
Hey, Tundra.
Just the way it's gonna be. Otherwise, I have to listen to it. Hi, buddy. Go. Just sit down.
Brown is probably cold. Well, maybe not with all that fur.
He likes the cold.
Oh, yeah. Refreshing.
Exactly.
You have to brush them like 3 times a day.
We should, but we just get them groomed every like 4 months.
And it works like it doesn't.
Yeah, he's just recently been groomed. So this is kind of what he looks like after. Except he's been playing with the doggos. But yeah, they do the best they can.
No,
they don't
I just-
really like us because they can tell we don't brush them in between. It's just too hard. It doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, no, my aunt had a Malamute that she's like, the first year I had him, I brushed him every day, twice a day. And then I started doing it less. And honestly, like, didn't notice a difference in the amount of hair in my
We
house.
could brush him
Like,
forever and hair.
yeah, and she's like, it just falls off everywhere. So she got like, one of the, like a undercarriage cover things.
Hey, Ty Fry.
Because she's in California. And
Tyler,
there's
we're
where
gonna
she
start.
is, there's a bunch of those little nettles. So poor dog kept getting those in there. So she just got one of like, it's like a jacket, but smart bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we can get started. So welcome everybody to the memorial service for Bear Casados. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Derek Jensen, and Bear is my stepfather-in-law. And Carrie's asked me to conduct today. So I think it's going to be fairly just simple. I'm going to share the eulogy for Bear's life, and then I'll share some words. And I think after that, we'll open it up to family members and anybody that wants to speak. I hope everybody can hear okay. If there's any things or any issues, just send a comment. But we do want to acknowledge everybody for joining. Thank you for joining us virtually during this tough time where it's hard to travel and see family. We're glad everybody's here. So with that, here is the eulogy. Kenneth Dale Casados, born February 18th, 1956, passed away on November 5th, 2020. He was married twice. His first wife, Robin, they had 4 children together: Chrissy, Jake, Jamie, and Sarah. His second wife, Carrie, they had 1 child together: Randy, and 5 stepchildren: Kristen, Tasha, Noah, Jessica, and Ricky. Additionally, Bear had 2 other sons, Aaron and Christopher. He also has several grandchildren, including his grandson, Tyler, who was very near to Bear and has helped Bear through some very difficult times. He was more like a son than a grandson to him. Bear served in the Army from 1974 to 1977 as a carpenter and spent most of his life working in construction and as an electrician. He was Sergeant of Arms in the American Legion Post in Hemet, California for 7 years, and he rode with the Patriot Guard a few times to the Riverside Memorial Cemetery. His hobbies included riding his Harley, woodworking, and collecting things like coins, motorcycles, and bears, hence his nickname Bear. He also enjoyed spending time with his family, camping, and fishing. He was loved and respected by everyone that knew him. So I met Bear, I think, in the summer of 2008. I'd been dating Kristen for, I think, 5 months at the time. And, you know, his reputation preceded him, big, burly Bear. it was in Hemet, and I remember I went over and he wasn't expected. We were kind of at the house thinking that, we could just hang out and everything. And I was not ready to meet Bear. And we hear a truck pull in and Kristen's like, oh crap. And so we were in the backyard by the pool, and I was 21 at the time. I didn't know what to make of it. And I was like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? And Barry, he played the part perfectly. He came storming in, he looked as big as a bear. And he tried to act tough and gruff for,
5 minutes.
30 seconds. And then after that, you just saw right through. And that's what Bear did so well. Is he was so tough. He cared for his family. He would do anything to protect his loved ones. And he liked to wear a tough veneer. But when you actually got to know him and spend time with him, he was thoughtful. He was caring, and he was always really friendly. For the last 13 years that I've got to know him better, I've always loved chatting with him, and he's just been a really great influence. And I think it was great when Tyler came along, because there's a lot of women and a lot of feminine energy in Bear's life, which he did a great job with. But he just was so happy when Tyler came in, because he had his little buddy, and watching those two do their walks and everything in Idlewild, just wonderful memories. So I'm grateful for the time I got to spend with Bear, and just for how the great person he was. So with that, I think we can just open it up, and anybody that would like to speak, share thoughts, memories. I wish there was a way for the people that aren't here physically to share as well, but unfortunately this will have to do. The comments get saved. If anybody does want to share, then that's certainly welcome. So with that, does anybody want to go first?
Go first or you want me to?
So here's your hand. Then you pin it on.
Hi, I'm Randy. I'm Bear's daughter. So my dad was an asshole. He called me cockroach. He made fun of us girls all the time when we cried. He never listened to his doctors. And he definitely hoarded a bunch of random crap. But despite all of those things, we all still loved him. Ooh, I didn't make it very far.
You're still me up. You're good.
I still looked up to him, and I still wanted to be like him. He was always there for me when I needed him the most.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jacob. I am Bear's son-in-law. I'll be reading for Randy. My strongest memory with my father was when I was 15 years old. My sophomore year of high school. Some of you already know this, and some of you don't, but I've always struggled with depression. It's a constant battle I live with every day. It started at 15 years old. Back then, I didn't know how to cope or how to ask for help, so I did what I thought felt right at the time, and I resulted to self-harm. One day, my friend from school told the nurse about my unfortunate habits, and the school called my parents to come pick me up. We drove for a while and eventually pulled over to talk to me. The whole car was silent for what felt like forever, but Dad took it upon himself to take out his pocket knife, open the blade, and hand it to me, saying, "If you're serious about hurting yourself, do it right now." In that moment, I knew instantly that I didn't want to do that in front of my parents. My parents, the two people I shouldn't be afraid to do anything in front of. Then it clicked. If I felt so strongly about not wanting to do that in front of them, then maybe I don't want to be doing it at all. By him giving me that knife, it made me question everything and the reasons behind my actions. That was the day I stopped self-harm. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know any other person that would hand someone a knife in that context. His methods were a bit unethical and a bit bizarre sometimes, but they spoke volumes to his character and the way he raised me. He raised me to be strong and independent, to always think before I do something irrational, to look at things from a different perspective. I will always have this day to look back on as a reminder of the person I want to be. I'm forever grateful to him for that day. I never got the chance to say thank you to him for raising me to be the strong person that I am today. So, thank you, Dad, and I love you. Would anybody else like to speak?
They're gonna go up after you. Okay.
I'm Lord Larson. I'm the Assistant State Captain for the Patriot Guard and Team Men in Bullhead State. We have a Patriot Guard member that lives in Davenport, Iowa. She always says it's Couch, Iowa, but that's okay. And she does these little these little plaques for our heroes. It says, "God bless our heroes," in honor of Kenneth Bear Casados. Is that correct?
Casados.
Spec 4, U.S. Army, 1974 to 1977, U.S. Army Reserve, 1977-1980. Your eternal thanks for your patriotism, dedication, and sacrifice. God bless our heroes, one and all. Without them, we'd be lost. God bless the brave who hear the call and take on freedom's cost. Good nurture them with care and grace and guard them night and day. Stand fast when evil's plight they face. To bolster them we pray. And whether it's on land or sea or in the skies above, they serve to make our whole world free in valor, peace, and love. God bless his hero as he soars to meet you in your land. And ease our sorrows from these shores till we all stand. By A.J. Egger. Godspeed, Bear.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, folks.
Mission accomplished.
So you all know me, I'm Carrie. Bear was my husband for 24 years. In that time, dang it, man.
Certainly your fault.
I thought I was gonna make it further. You're in there, seriously. In that time, Bear's taught me a lot of things, from changing a tire to putting a toilet in, and everything in between. He was one of those people who didn't do things for you, he'd show you how to do it instead. He was also the most generous person I know. He would give you the shirt off his back if he knew you needed it more than him. But he also knew how to push people's buttons. And he would do it as often as possible just because he wanted to. He was a great husband, father, and provider. He never fell short of providing anything that me and my kids ever needed and more. He was very old school and thought that even though I had a job and could take care of myself, that was his job to do that. And he would never, let us be without anything that we ever wanted or needed. And he will be greatly missed. Anybody else want to say anything?
Mama.
Ah, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, just grab your poop.
I thought she was gonna do that.
It's gonna be too close. Okay, I just wanted to say a few things as well. So basically, Bear was the epitome of what people might call a prickly pear or a sheep in wolf's clothing. Looks frightening, but is a lamb inside, basically. And as you've probably seen, we're hiding it from you right now, but we always have a million dogs running around the house. There's one out here right now. Bear would always get so mad and talk about how much he hated all of the dogs around the house. And then 2 hours later, you'd basically walk into the kitchen and see him saying, "Come here, baby," while feeding them whole hot dogs straight from the fridge. That was extremely typical. But Bear taught us how to camp. He used to give us a walkie-talkie and let us run amok in the woods while trash talking us the whole time on the walkie-talkies. He would wake us up to the smell of bacon, and then we'd have the best camp breakfast you've ever had. Bear took us to our first powwow, and he introduced us to this amazing thing called the Navajo taco, which I pretty much crave all of the time. He used to burst through the sliding glass doors to our backyard pool, telling that anyone who uses the pool has to clean it first. He loved scaring my friends or whatever boy, husband. Perfect anecdote for what Derek said earlier. The grizzly tough guy act was definitely his favorite pastime. Bear bought me my first car that I actually crashed the same year when I was 16. He also bought me my first computer that I used all through college and my first credit card. Bear knew that a Levi's jean jacket will always be the coolest, and he bought me my favorite one last year at the Amy Devine's fair. Bear really knew how to make fun of himself, and you could always count on him to lighten the mood in the room. He always had the best silver and turquoise. Today I'm actually wearing one of his favorites. It's my favorite. It's one that he pretty much wore out himself, and I plan to keep wearing it, even though I've rigged it to stay on. But it's a silver bear paw, and it has turquoise on it, of course. I don't know if it can be seen. But on the back it says, "We are all part of the Great Spirit." And I think that Bear believed in a lot of Native American beliefs and wisdoms. So I have a quote that I'll kind of leave with everybody. I think it's quite relevant, especially this year in polarizing times. We have all come from the one Great Spirit, and this precious earth is our common mother. Let us walk in harmony. I think that's something that Bear probably would have liked. But I will definitely miss him and think about him a lot. I'm just grateful to have him in my life. Anybody else want to say something?
I think we're all crying now. I'm thinking of this can.
Okay.
You're gonna wear that microphone forever, not you? Don't let go.
Doesn't want to come off.
Anything else, Barry? Okay. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. Bear, you'll be very missed. Thank you for the time that we had with you. I think with that, concludes the service. Everybody stay safe. Happy Thanksgiving, and we love you all. Oh, and I don't think I'll kill the stream just yet. We might just start a slideshow and kind of just, chit-chat. So feel free to stay on. Otherwise, thanks so much for joining.
Okay.
The guy that was standing in the middle the entire time. He almost didn't let the guard by. think I'm gonna get a little glass of Bear's whiskey if anybody wants some.
We want the whole
Yeah, there's
bottle.
water. We'll have some whiskey if you want it.
Anybody like
There's a slideshow here. It just has photos.
I want it double.
Chris?
Four.
I think so, yeah.
If you like one.
You can like walk over a little bit.
Oh, it's pretty tiny.
Chris, would you like a little? I'll just bring out some glasses.
Just one.
You guys can't see it.
I think he's trying to tell us that the umbrella fellow. He's like barking, looking at it, barking.
I got 4.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I didn't say I wanted
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I had this.
Here, I can
No,
help.
it is not helpful. Jeez.
All right. Bear.
To Bear.
That was Bear's bottle, by the way.
I know.
It's the only reason it's in the house.
Is your sister?
I'm okay with that. Night, everybody.
Thank you for letting me be a part. By the way, Beatrice Salcido says, I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you for allowing me to be a part. You are all my thoughts and prayers. Thanks, everybody.
Who was that?
Beatrice